maybe I'm not being heard well. It will be like zero work.
From my end, you are clear.
Okay, thanks for that. Perfect. Yep. So let's get to what has brought us here today, which is Azure IoT. So yeah, let me start by welcoming you again to another session of Azure of IoT 101 series. IoT 101 series is a session we usually have at MLSA, Dedan Kimathi University, where we cover anything and everything IoT and embedded systems. And for our session today, we'll be looking at Azure IoT. Yeah, if you don't know anything about IoT or Azure IoT, don't worry. At the end of it all, you'll get something. I'm Collins Nyegoti. Yep, that's me. Yeah, about me, yeah, Collins Nyegoti or just Goti, because Collins is too common and Nyegoti is too long, so people prefer Goti. I'm an IoT and embedded systems developer. Yeah, I'm also a beta Microsoft Learn student ambassador. Microsoft Learn student ambassador, it's a program by Microsoft for students who are passionate about tech. You get resources, mentorship, just the community. You get to grow and yeah, do what you like. I'm also I'm the lead for MLSET Dedan Kimathi University. I'm the chapter lead. I'm the co-founder of Go Technologies. We're a startup guys, engineering guys, a lot of skills, some free time. So we usually build IoT projects. We have done biometric clocking device. We have a solar charge converter. Yeah, and finally, I'm a final year student at doing BSc Mechatronics Engineering. Yeah, you should follow me. This is my page. I'm tired of having like 2 followers on all my pages. So what is IoT? So IoT refers is a network of physical devices that connect, exchange, and process data over the internet. Yeah, there's the IoT and there's embedded systems is the embedded the physical devices themselves, and if they're able to connect to the internet and send data, process data, they become IoT. Yeah, so basically IoT is the network. Yeah. And what is Azure? Azure is a cloud computing platform by Microsoft. It offers over 200 services, various domains, computing, networking, IoT, AI, yeah, anything cloud. It's available. So that's Azure. I know maybe you might have interacted with other cloud computing platforms like the AWS by Amazon, this the Google Cloud. So the Microsoft version of the cloud is called Azure. Yeah, I believe Joseph. I don't know if you knew about Azure. So that's Azure. Yeah. So what features are on Azure? The first thing is wide range of services. Yeah, Microsoft is a big company, so they have a lot of services on Azure, be it compute service, the virtual machines, yeah, be it storage services, the blob storages, the Cosmos DB, those databases, networking, there's the AI, IoT, developer tools, wide range of services, integrations. It supports both hybrid, edge, hybrid cloud, also edge, and has seamless integration with other Microsoft services. It's open source friendly, works with multiple languages, frameworks, etc. It's also developer friendly because it has comprehensive support of DevOps and CI/CD. CI/CD is continuous integration, continuous development, CI/CD workflows. It has a lot of developer tools because, it's a developer platform. So yeah, obviously. And what's Azure IoT? So basically, Azure IoT is bringing together the IoT and the Azure. You get Azure IoT. So Azure IoT is a collection of Microsoft managed cloud services, edge components, SDK. SDKs are software development kits that let you connect, monitor, and control IoT devices and assets at scale. I think that's pretty straightforward. Like The first part is what's Azure, the second part is what's IoT. So yeah, bring it together, you get Azure IoT. Yeah. Mhm. Let me let someone in the call. Just a second. Okay. Types of Azure IoT solutions. Azure has two types of solution. It can be cloud-based or edge-based. So cloud-based solution, these are an integrated set of IoT devices, components, services that address business, even personal needs, uh, and connects devices directly to the cloud. If your solution like it's working directly to the cloud, it becomes a cloud-based solution. Yeah. So yeah, your IoT devices connects directly to the cloud. It's able to send messages. The messages are processed and analyzed, and you are able to monitor and control your devices directly from the cloud. If it's on the cloud, it's cloud-based. And edge-based, the second type is the edge-based solution, and this is an integrated set of uh, IoT assets. Basically, assets are devices, components, and services that meet business needs and connect assets to nearby edge services. Basically, what an edge service is, these are at the edge is the the boundary between your local host and the cloud. So let's take this scenario. You have like a company with different computers. Instead, like of all the computers is connecting directly to the cloud, they're connected to one computer, and that one computer is one that is connected to the cloud. So that one computer becomes the edge device. It's like in the middle between the local and the internet. Yeah. So if it operates in the edge based, in the edge, it becomes an edge based solution. I hope you've gotten the difference. Yeah. And if it's connected directly to the cloud, it becomes the cloud based. Yeah. So I should have used this to explain. So you can see here, you have your devices, the microcontroller, microprocessor, server class. They're connected to the internet via the gateway. You see this one directly to the internet, the cloud. So you can see here the message processing. The messages are inputted. They enter here. Yeah. So basically, this is the cloud. You can take this as Azure. So we have the device registry, device proposal. Okay, these are basically device management. Yeah. Oh, there's also device management and control here. Yeah, and other cloud services. So if it connects directly to the cloud, it's cloud-based. And if let me add someone to the call. A second. Sorry about that. Bran, I don't know if you can help me in admitting people to the call because it's kind of distracting because I have to change tabs to switch. I don't know if you can assist me that, Bran. I know you have admin privileges.
Okay, right. I'll be helping you to do that.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, and you can see the edge. This is a company with cameras and other assets or devices. You can see this. All these devices are not connected to the directly to the cloud. They're connected to the edge, the middle way between the edge and the cloud and the local base. So the data is sent to the edge runtime environment. All the processing is done here. Then the final data is sent to the cloud. So basically, that's the difference between edge-based and cloud-based solutions. Any questions so far? Okay, if you have any questions, you can unmute or type in the chat. I'll cover them when I can
Okay.
before the end of this.
Collins,
Yes.
since I'm not an organizer, I won't be able to admit anyone on the lobby. So I think it's only the organizer that can do so.
Okay. It's okay. No problem. Okay, I can just multitask. It was just that it was distracting, but it's okay. So key Azure IoT services. The first is Azure IoT Hub, and is the Azure IoT Central, IoT Edge, Digital Twins, Sphere, and the Time Series Insights or TSI. We'll look at all of them in this session, though not at deep. We'll cover them deeply in separate sessions. Yeah. Let me admit someone. Okay. The first is Azure IoT Hub. This is a platform as a service, PaaS. in Azure that acts as a central messaging hub for communication between IoT applications and attached devices. Basically, it's like the midway in the cloud, where the place where in the cloud your device sends the data, then the data is sent to your website. So that's what Azure IoT Hub is. And it supports device to cloud and cloud to device. Basically, it's bi-directional. Yeah, the cloud can send data to the device and vice versa, with messaging protocols like MQTT, MQP, and HTTPS. If you are in our previous sessions, we covered the communication protocol. So I believe like you have a clue of what these protocols are and how they operate. So yeah. So it's a platform as a service that it's like the hub where your device, when it's connected to Azure, that's the center where the messages are sent and rerouted to your website. Yeah. So we have like a short clip here that
Azure IoT Hub allows for bidirectional
Let me restart it.
communication between the cloud and
what's this? Sorry for that. I messed up my
Azure IoT Hub allows for
yeah, it's on the start. Sorry about that.
Azure IoT Hub allows for bidirectional Azure IoT Hub allows for bidirectional communication between the cloud and IoT devices, and then allows developers to take advantage of this information to provide insights, monitoring, and develop custom solutions for their IoT platform. The key things that you need to remember about IoT hubs are, first of all, it's a managed service for bidirectional communication between the cloud and IoT devices. Second of all, it's a platform as a service offering in Azure for IoT development. Thirdly, it's highly secure, scalable, and reliable service for IoT. IoT Hubs perfectly integrates with a lot of Azure services and has a lot of SDKs for the most popular languages on the market, so that your teams do not need to learn any new language to take advantage of IoT Hub for their development purposes. And it also has support for multiple common standards on the market when it comes to communication protocols. And just by looking at this list, we can very easily see that Microsoft created IoT Hub to help developers build custom IoT solutions. The demo that I have prepared for you is using
okay, I have a question. This video covers a demo, so I don't know if you want to cover, if you want to watch that part, or we can just, because okay, I included the videos because I didn't have like a lot of time, and I felt the videos could explain the different parts well. But it has a demo included on it. But this will cover it on our next session. So do you want to see it now, or you can just skip it, then you can cover it on our next session? It's brief. I need to know if so. Okay, let me just play it so you can give a better understanding.
Raspberry Pi Azure IoT Simulator, a small web page created by Microsoft so that you can simulate IoT devices and play around with IoT services in Azure without the need.
Okay, even my net is failing me, so I guess you can just proceed. Okay, so that's Azure IoT Hub. So it's basically it's a center for directional communication between your devices and the cloud. And it's one of its key features is it's scalable, secure, and reliable. And yeah, it's like when you're working with Azure, that's like the first service that you use for your device. You have to connect your devices to Azure IoT Hub, and yeah, then after that, other services can like be integrated from there. So any questions so far on Azure IoT Hub? Though for this session, we'll just like look at what it is, not in depth. The subsequent session will be looking at them in depth. Any question on what is Azure IoT Hub?
Azure.
Okay, no question. So our next service is the Azure IoT Central, and this software as a service. I hope these abbreviations are not confusing. SAS that acts as a bridge for connecting IoT devices with the cloud. Yeah, So basically, being a software as a service, it's already fully built or managed platforms that it simplifies the building. The building process, so you don't need like deep cloud development expertise, and it really helps reduce the burden and cost of developing and managing IoT solutions. Basically, it's a go-to solutions for people who have like little experience with working with Azure or cloud, and you need your solution to be cloud-based. Yeah, so you get this, and its features is it has already a pre-built template for different industries like retail, healthcare, and energy. So depending on your need, you can like pick a template and manipulate it to meet your needs, and handles device connectivity and data visualization and analytics out of the box. Basically, it does all the analytics and visualizations for you. So yeah, as long as your device is connected to Azure, Azure IoT Central does everything for you. Let me admit someone to the call. I know these are distracting, but yeah. So I have a short video in the next slide, like explaining Azure IoT Central. It's brief, like once.
If you look at Azure IoT Central, IoT Central is very similar to IoT Hub, but it works on an entirely different level. It still allows for connectivity of your IoT devices with the cloud, but IoT Central as a service provides you a set of templates for building applications using a standardized templates. It's an application delivery platform for IoT for your device management and centralization purposes. This is an amazing solution for organizations that want to take advantage of IoT and they don't want to build applications from scratch. So the key things that you need to know about IoT Central is that this is an IoT application platform. It's a software as a service solution that allows you to use industry-specific app templates to get out-of-the-box solutions for your IoT devices and manage them at scale in the cloud. Microsoft with the service wants to allow their customers to build IoT solutions without the need to have very deep technical knowledge about IoT solutions. So the main goal of the service is to provide you with application templates so you can very easily connect, manage, and monitor your IoT devices at scale. And similarly to IoT Hub, this service is highly secure, highly scalable, and very reliable, so you can build your applications without worrying about the platform itself. And lastly, I just want to mention that this service is actually built on top of IoT Hub and 30 other Azure services. Which brings me to the last.
Yep. As you have heard it. So yeah. So Azure IoT Central is a software as a service. Basically, this is templates for people who lack the technical knowledge built on top of IoT Hub and 30 other services. Yeah. Any questions? Any questions on Azure IoT Central? Anyone? Any questions? I had like someone had unmuted, so I don't know if that's a question. Okay. Let's proceed to the next service. So today we'll not be looking at them at depth. So we'll just be like overviewing them as a whole Azure IoT. Then in our subsequent sessions, we'll be looking at each and every service, how it works, the different features in it. So yeah. Then the third service on Azure IoT is the Azure IoT Sphere, and unlike the rest, this is more of a security protocol per se, rather than like service. So yeah, so it's an end-to-end platform developed to create highly secure IoT devices, combines both hardware, the operating system. It's called Sphere OS, Sphere MCU. It has the hardware. There's the software, Sphere OS, and the cloud services to provide advanced security for connected devices and protecting them from potential cyber threats through their life cycle. Yeah, so features is end-to-end security. You know, the biggest issue with IoT is the safety of data, because IoT generates a lot of data, and is your data safe? So yeah, Azure Sphere ensures that over-the-air updates, you can send updates to your devices over the air, seamless device connectivity, lifecycle management, and real-time processing. Basically, that's what Azure IoT, Azure Sphere does, securing your devices, securing your data, ensuring seamless device connectivity, lifecycle management. Lifecycle is like the life of a device. Each device has like the number of like clock cycles it can work. So once the life cycle is of a device is dead, it has to be like retired. So yeah, and real-time processing. Yeah, it works in real time. Yeah, I included a short video to give a better
Azure
understanding
Sphere.
on Azure
In
Sphere.
the end,
So
Azure
let's
Sphere is
listen.
not really a service alone. It's a set of components allowing you to build secure IoT applications. Let me give you an example. Let's say we have washing machines and we're building applications that will run on those washing machines. First thing that Azure Sphere delivers are Azure Sphere microcontroller units. Simply said, those are simple chips that are built according to Microsoft standards and specifications. Microsoft then delivers this specification to hardware vendors so that they can build their chipsets according to the specification. Additionally, Azure Sphere delivers an operating system. Microsoft manages this operating system to make sure that it's always up to date and that this system has the latest security patches applied. Then you build your application on top of that. And the third thing that Azure Sphere delivers is so-called Azure Sphere Security Service. This service is used for a secure communication between the cloud and the devices themselves, so that your support teams can apply updates to your application through that service, but also Microsoft can apply updates to the operating system, again, through Azure Sphere Security Service. All of that is done to achieve one thing: to build secure end-to-end IoT solutions by creating a standardized, certified chips, by creating secure operating system, and providing secure channel to communicate between devices in the cloud. So as you can see, Azure Sphere is something bigger than just a service. It's a set of tools for secure IoT solutions. To summarize our
Yep. Yeah. So basically that's it. Basically Azure Sphere is like a way of protecting your devices and data. So hardware, software, protocols involved. Yeah. So basically that's what Azure Sphere is. Any questions on that? Maybe something I've not understood. Okay. So if there's no question, we'll move to the next service. Though the session for today is more of overview, not in depth, so we'll not be looking at each service. Is that a question? I hear someone.
Oh.
Okay. I guess she has accidentally unmuted. Sorry for that. Okay, so the next is Azure IoT Edge. I'd explain what Edge is. So Azure IoT Edge is an edge-based service that enables edge computing for Azure IoT for IoT devices. So it extends cloud capabilities to devices that work on the edge. Basically, everything that is done on the edge, on the cloud, it's brought to the edge, allowing them to process, analyze, and act on data locally rather than sending all the data to the cloud. Yeah, like someone said, the best way to protect your data is working with it locally. As long as you're sending it to the cloud, there's some like threat to it. So yeah, so Edge enables like companies and organizations to work with their data locally. And its feature is local data processing because it has all the cloud capabilities. And cloud edge integration. It's able to connect to the cloud easily. AI and machine learning at the edge. You can deploy machine learning models via Azure IoT Edge. Quite similar to TinyML, but not TinyML. Yeah. Offline functionality doesn't need to be connected to the internet as long as someone is calling me. Sorry about that. It has offline functionality. It doesn't need to be connected to the internet. It can run offline. Modular and containerized designs. By modular, it means like the whole system is not like one huge block. It can be like broken to different sectors, and containerization is like having it in a, let me call a packet that is able to run in different like environments. Yeah, so it has a modular and containerized design, and the third is security. In the cloud, security is the best, because unless someone physically like steals your data, but yeah, the threat is minimal. So basically, that's Azure IoT Edge, bringing cloud capabilities to devices at the edge of your network. I believe by now you know what the edge is. So yeah, as usual, after every service, we have like a short video describing it. So let's look at what they say about Azure IoT Edge.
At Sandvik Ornament, we use Azure IoT to collect data in real time. If you know the temperature, if you know the load, if you know the vibration, if you have that and can use that type of data, you can increase the efficiency of the machining process, generating savings for our customers of millions of dollars.
The biggest challenges we're facing is the rising costs of water compliance. To transform the way we farm, we need a trusted cloud platform that is as global and local as our own industry. The software servers are connected to the irrigators and to the pumps 24/7, and that remote access can be via any connected device. And I look at our flow meters, and sometimes the machine might be saving up to 50% of its allocated water use. I wouldn't go back without it.
We wanted to make it really easy for our customers to get meaning out of their data. We took some existing technology and ideas and modernized them with the help of Microsoft. The ability to find meaning in that sea of data and use it to do more than just react, but plan ahead before a problem occurs, is what makes this information valuable. When we show our customers what they can do with this new technology and how fast they can do it, jaws drop.
Yep. So that's it. So basically, that's Azure IoT Edge. You see those companies, they're able to run their own infrastructure like locally. So they get data in real time. Yeah, it's all happening locally. It's not connected to the cloud, improving security, speed, etc. So basically, that's IoT Edge, bringing cloud capabilities to the local. The second last is the Azure Digital Twins. This is also a platform as a service that enables creation of digital replicas of physical environments, assets, or systems. Yeah. So basically, this is tools that to model real-world entities, simulate them, and gain insights for better decision making. So yeah, what this means, instead of working with the real thing, Azure Digital Twins enables you to create digital replicas of physical environments and assets. Yeah, and from there you can try your different things. So its features is digital modeling. This is the VR, AR. I don't for the guys in Dedankima, I don't know if you have gone to the VR room. Cool projects working over there. We're supposed to do our final year projects kind of like digital twins, because of lack of components and etc. We are supposed to do VR versions of it, so we can look at it as kind of digital twins. So that's digital modeling. Real-time data integration. So even though it's digital replica, the data is integrated in real time. It's interoperability. You can work with a digital twin similar to the real thing. So it has interoperability, advanced insights, because the normal machines have their limitations. Engineering guys, I know you know about this. So digital twins have that they give you that allowance, in because there are things that you cannot run on your machine. Each machine has the operating environment. So if you put the machine, you can test different scenarios with the digital environment without having the risk of like damaging the real thing. I don't know if you get me. Yeah. So that's what advanced insight. You can get things that you cannot get from a physical machine. Scalability, because it's not real, so you can like upscale as much as possible, downgrade as much as possible with minimal impact to like what you're working on. So that's the scalability of it. Yeah. So basically, that's Azure Digital Twins, the creating of digital replicas. Yep. So as per usual, we'll move to the video to give a better understanding of.
Hi, I'm Patrick. Welcome to Tech Edge. Science fiction has been promising us digital versions of ourselves for a long time. We're still waiting for Ready Player One style virtual avatars, but digital simulations of real-world objects, devices, and even cities are already here. Today I'm going to give you an overview of digital twins, what they are, and how they're used. So let's get into it. First, the basics. A digital twin is a virtual version of a physical object, process, or location that serves as a real-time digital counterpart. Digital twins are built by gathering all of the information and data about really anything of which you want to make a copy, and then recreating it in a digital space. Digital twins help make complex, costly, or even dangerous processes safer, more affordable, and more achievable. They're one of the key enabling technologies that's making digital transformation possible. Building digital twins is far from simple, but once created, they offer nearly limitless potential. Every individual component, the ways those components interact, and even the environment they exist in are digitally replicated. The digital twin then uses artificial intelligence to simulate the effects that changes in design, process, time, or conditions would have, all without ever having to subject the real-world object to those same changes. Would you like to see what impact 120-degree weather might have on the performance of your jet engine, but you don't want to risk flying one through the desert? Just increase the temperature on the digital twin, and you can observe the result virtually, modify its performance, and increase your success rate in the real world. Interested to learn if changing the maintenance schedule for your factory full of laser cutting machines will have a positive or negative impact on production? If you've built a digital twin of your facility, simply change the schedule there and find out. Let's say you're trying to optimize the traffic pattern around a new stadium being built downtown. Adjust traffic light timing, one-way street direction, or intersection design on the digital twin of your city and analyze the results. In a digital twin, sensor information from the real world is continuously gathered throughout the development, production, and operation, and fed to digital twin models. With the constant flow of data, changes made in the real world are reflected in the digital twin, allowing it to evolve as the project does. Digital prototypes can be created, tested, and refined during development, well before creating a physical product. When a product does move to production, digital twins can be used to refine the process based on real-time feedback from the equipment and operators. Once a product is in the field, its operation can be optimized by using the digital twin of that object to help inform everything from the best possible operating conditions and maintenance schedules to propose design changes or alternate configurations. So that's your super high-level overview of digital twins. If you'd like to dive deeper into the subject, we've had a chance to discuss the...
Okay, so that's it. So basically, digital twins, they give like a whole new like dynamic to engineering and building, because there are things that you cannot like try and situations that you cannot simulate. So they enable you to model real-world entities, simulate them, and gain insight from them. So yeah, imagine you have like you're trying to simulate a smart city. So yeah, you think of like a scenario. Maybe what happens if the city temperature rises to, let's say, 40 degrees. I don't know if that's possible. Let's imagine if, or in Nairobi, suddenly we have like a snow. It starts snowing. So when it snows, temperatures range between 0 and 5. So just try to simulate in a city when temperatures fall to this level, how will a smart city behave? Yeah. So by digital twins, Azure digital twins, you're able to like gain insights from such situations. Yeah. So basically, that's digital twins. Any questions?
Hi.
And last but not least is Azure Time Series Insights, TSI. This is also a platform as a service, PS, and it's designed to store, analyze, and visualize time series data. Basically, this any type of data that involves timestamps, any time-related data. So it enables users to extract actionable insights from large volumes of timestamp data, such as telemetry, events from sensors, machines, and other IoT devices. Someone is at my a second. Sorry about that. So as I was saying, Azure TSI used to store, analyze, and visualize time-related data. Anything time-related does that. Yeah. So brief video to give you better insights in TSI.
Big data is only getting bigger, and the adoption of IoT is dramatically increasing the rate of data growth. Many industries, like manufacturing, mining, and utilities providers, have added sensors to their equipment, producing huge amounts of telemetry, commonly referred to as time series data. Businesses need a way to turn this data into meaning. Azure Time Series Insights is a fully managed cloud service, optimized for time series data. It stores time series data in near real time and can search and visualize billions of events in seconds. It is device agnostic and requires no coding or data prep, so insights happen in minutes rather than weeks. Users see what's happening across sensors, devices, locations, and even regions, quickly gaining a global view from billions of their machine's sensor events. Consider Contoso Limited. A stamping machine at their Berlin facility had been triggering a temperature alarm, and headquarters wanted to know why. Using Azure Time Series Insights, billions of data entries from equipment sensors at facilities around the world were quickly ingested, queried, and visualized in seconds. A few clicks revealed that neighboring machines' heat emissions coincided with alarms and were causing temperature spikes. As a result, new guidelines were issued to all Contoso facilities, improving operations across the entire company. Azure Time Series Insights now gives Contoso a global view of their IoT data, without the expanse or complexity of a custom on-premise solution. With the ability to quickly address issues throughout their business, they've minimized costly downtime, increased revenue, and are making better decisions based on immediate analysis. And Azure Time Series Insights can do the same for your business, easily providing near real-time insights in seconds. To learn more about what Azure Time Series...
Yep. So that's like the last, that's the final service on TSI. I think that's self-explanatory because, yeah. But time data is like critical. A lot of insight can be gained from time-related data for predictive maintenance. Yeah, being like it's called react. This is the predictive and reactive, yeah, something like that. Okay, I don't remember very well, but yeah. So yeah, let's move to the demo. I see we only have 10 minutes. So for a demo, like for today, we'll only be looking at like Azure. I'll give you like a tour around Azure just to see how it looks like. Then for as we start looking at each service one by one, we'll be working on things deeply in them. So yeah, for today it's just a tour of Azure IoT to be specific. So yeah. Let's start. Okay, let me reshare my screen because I was sharing the wrong tab. Let me change a second. Okay, as I share the other screen, any questions so far? Anything that you want to be like explained a little better? Any questions? Anything you wanna add, or just wanna say hi? Anything? Okay, so basically this is Azure. Okay, I've not worked with it for a while, so yeah, most of my projects are 2 months ago. Yeah. And when you come, this is the homepage. You can see create a resource. A resource is basically what you're doing, depending on the type of thing you're doing. So yeah, okay, these are previous resources. They get listed here. Dashboard. Okay, dashboard is a dashboard. Yeah, so things that are usually on the dashboard, yeah, are there, like previous resources, etc. You have the services. Okay, let me go over this. The resource group, basically, these are like categorizing things you want to do together. So you can create a resource group, then everything related to that is put in that. Every service related to that thing is put in that resource group. So basically, that's what a resource group is. App services, these are basically normal. Oh, these are my app services. Let me look at them from all services. It's taking a while to load. Yeah. So, okay, Azure has a lot of services. It has so many services. Even I've not even like like scratched the a lot. So there's AI and machine learning services for the AI guys, the Azure machine learning, there's the AI search, there's the Azure Foundry. I don't know if anyone who does AI is familiar with that. It's a good platform for building AI projects. There's the analytics for the data analytics guy. You want to do the thing you do with the data. So there are different services for analytics. Yeah, so yeah, there's the Power BI. I know about this. This is for people who are not like really good at data, so it has like the two templates to work with. So anything that analytics, you can see that 21 services for data analytics. There's the compute services. If you want the virtual machines, the computes, there's also quantum. Yeah, you can do quantum. There's the Spring apps for the Java guys. There are a lot of services, SSH keys, if you need to SSH, anything compute, it can be done here. Yeah. Okay, majority of them are virtual machines and for containerization. Yeah. There's the containers. Yeah. There's also the containers, the Kubernetes. Yeah, this Kubernetes it is. Yeah. Okay, this is the part I'm not familiar with. So there's the databases, the Cosmos DB, the Mongo, any type of database, Postgres, be it relational, non-relational. I believe they're all supported. Yeah, SQL, non-SQL. Yeah, DevOps, the for the CI/CD guys. There are different services for DevOps. The Chaos Studio. I can just want to imagine what goes on in there. Yeah, so. The project, GitHub, yeah, anything DevOps, it happens here. Some general services, some hybrid services, some identity services, integration services. There are a lot of services. Then we come to the IoT. Yeah, so you can see we cover the Azure IoT Hub. It is. Let me just like open it, but but okay. This was a test I was doing for another cell phone, so nothing really interesting there. So let's just go back. But okay, in our individual session, we'll be looking at them at depth. So is the Azure IoT Central? Or is there any other that we have looked at? The digital twins. Okay, Sphere can't be here because it's more of security protocol than a service. But yeah. And there are different IoT services. If you go to the IoT page, it's arranged quite better. You can see build your solution. If you're building, when you're working on your solution, you can work with the Azure IoT Central. This is for people who are not like really good at cloud stuff, so you get like pre-built template and you just work with them. Or you can just, if you are like skilled at it, you can work with Azure IoT Hub, where you like start everything from scratch. Then once your device is like built, you can connect and manage the device. Yeah, so the different Azure IoT Hub still does that. Microsoft Defender for IoT, this is more security. It's part of the Azure Sphere branch. Yeah, yeah. Analyze and transform data, because IoT generates data. That's why you get the digital twins, where you generate like data from your simulations. Other like data things, the data explorers, the Cosmos DB, anything that analytics you find here. Then you can integrate with your business now, like the consuming it. Then you get the Azure machine learning. If machine learning is involved, you can like have a model like working with the data. Power platforms, maybe building a web page using it. Yeah. Logic apps, maybe gain some like know what to do with the data that you've worked with. So logic apps, like from depending on what you do, like you can like build it to work on that. I don't know if I make sense. Yeah. Power platforms, yeah, I've mentioned that. Yeah. So basically this is the services shown in their different categories. For today, just like looking at them at overview, but coming session we'll be looking at them in depth. Yeah, I believe that's it. Is there anything that I've not shown you? All resources, dashboard is dashboard. Yeah, basically that's Azure. Yeah, you have a terminal here, search bar, Copilot is integrated. It's okay. The important part is the services. As long as you know the services that are there, the other features you just discover them with time. So yeah, I think that's it. That's it for today. Yeah. Unless there's a question. Any question? Today I have a tough crowd. Or have good students who understand things. If you don't have a question, can I ask a question? Okay. Okay, let me ask a question. Like who can like just like say what any of the 6 services and what they do? Anyone willing, like any service you feel comfortable with explaining what it does, be it IoT Hub, IoT Sphere, TSI, IoT Central. Anyone?
Hello, I can explain about digital twins.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Okay, from what you have said, it is that it enables simulation of physical environments or systems and model the real world situations and behaviors so that you can gain information about them without actually seeing them.
Yeah, that's actually very accurate. That's correct. Yeah. Digital twins enables like to create digital replicas of physical machines and devices, and connect and networks also. Not only devices, networks also. Yeah, that's very. Are you around Kimathi? Okay, I don't have much to offer, but I have some stickers and badge here. So yeah, if you're around Kimathi, can get you some pretty cool stickers. Anyone else? Oh yeah, Joseph. Yeah, I see. Joseph, you are done me now. Who was speaking previously? I'm on a different tab, so it was Joseph, right, Cindy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You're in Kimathi, so tomorrow I'm at school, so just contact me. I don't know if you're in our group. I'll have some stickers for you. I see Miriam, you've raised your hand. Kindly share.
Okay, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Okay, so I can basically say, okay, this is my first class of IoT, so I was trying to really understand everything, but there's this one that you've talked about, the one before time something, the previous one, whereby you've given an example of it helps like integrate.
Let me share the slides.
Okay, you can. I'll explain.
Yeah, sure. With your own words, feel free.
Okay.
You don't have to be right. You don't have to be as the way you have understood.
Okay, so you've given an example of when like temperatures in Nairobi can go down and like it starts snowing, which is like 0 to 5 degrees Celsius. So like okay, I'm trying to understand, but it's something related to like it can integrate such like oh, I don't know if you get it.
Yeah,
Okay,
I get you.
I'll
Yeah, I know.
yeah. I've tried to understanding the time phrase one, and it was a bit tough. Maybe I can reread. I can see that you're recording, so I'll go through it again, and maybe I'll understand better.
Yeah, even we'll cover TSI. We'll cover all of them in details. They'll have their own sessions, so we'll cover them in depth. For our session for today, we was looking at Azure IoT in general. Yeah, so don't worry about that. Even if it's the first session, don't worry. You'll get to learn everything with time. So what you were explaining was digital twins, which that's what Joseph has explained also. Yeah, so basically, even from the diagram, you see these are city, then they've created like a replica of it. Yeah, so these two dots are sensors, different parts of a city. So yeah, you can simulate different situations like the temperature going down. Yeah, that was what you were explaining, right?
Yeah, exactly. And I was thinking ni kama nimechukua point yake, but yeah.
It's okay. No problem with that. You can all share the same thing as long as if that's what you have understood. It's okay. It's okay. I have some cool stickers to offer. I don't know if you're around Nyeri or Kimathi.
Not really. Okay, I'm in KCA.
Well, that's unfortunate because it won't make sense sending them because yeah, that's unfortunate. But I can send WhatsApp stickers. They're also stickers, so but thanks for that. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, you are correct, Bide. You are correct, and even there's no problem with that. So thanks for sharing. Anyone else? Wants to like say what they got or ask a question or anything? We are wrapping up. It's already 9, so we are wrapping up. Anyone? Okay. I guess we only have those two for today. Okay, if it's that, then sorry for that. So if there's no question or remarks, we can just close the session for today here. Let me end the recording. So for next week's session, we'll be covering Azure IoT Hub. So I'm looking forward to seeing you guys here. Same time, same place, different link. Yeah, so for me, just like to thank you